Yeah, Raj Nair here, and really the guy to talk to about this new Silicon Valley hub, because he's in charge of building the products and he's in charge of the technology that they put into them. What do you think about this office, opening it up closer to Google, closer to Apple, closer to places like Nest, and I know you're working with them? A lot of people are worried, is Ford going to lose its focus on building cars?
I think this is becoming part of building cars, right? That capability, whether it's Google, Apple, Nest, the universities out here, small startups, all the functionality people are looking for in connectivity and autonomous vehicles, our ability to analyze big data. This is the place to be for all those types of technologies. So
big data is so key. I mean, a lot of people are focused on the autonomous car and self-driving vehicles, and that seems to me to be a narrower slice of the bigger picture, and big data is really what it's all about.
I think all of it will be structured around big data. So even the vehicle we have right now has got incredible computing capability. It analyzes 10 terabytes of data an hour. It stores 25 gigabytes an hour.
This is the Fusion that you're...
This is the Fusion Energy.
Fusion that you're working on with Stanford?
That's actually the Fusion that's on the dealer lot, not even the self-driving one. So the Fusion you can buy is generating and storing about 25 gigabytes an hour. Now, when we get to those vehicles becoming a device on the Internet of Things, the next stage of connectivity, all that data becomes available. It's still owned by the customer, so we're just stewards of that data. But it enables a lot of analysis, both for the customer, for his benefit, and as a company, understanding how they're using the vehicle, quality issues that may arise, being able to send software updates. So that is a tremendous leverage in the business that we've yet to pull.
I know you're looking at big data on things other than cars. I saw a few bicycles set up in the lab next door, and they have data recorders on them. Why? I mean, we hear about Ford getting the mobility business all the time, but why look at bicycles? Why look at something like that?
Well, there's some big macroeconomic and socioeconomic trends that are happening. So urbanization, a lot more people coming into the city, growth of the middle class worldwide. So one of the signs of being in the middle class, buying a vehicle. Infrastructure not keeping up. So congestion and our impact on society, impact on the environment, increasingly becoming an issue. So that could mean changes in the way personal mobility is defined. So multimodal transportation, which may include bicycles, may include mass transit, different usership models, ownership models, ride service, even different vehicle architectures, small city cars. All of that is something we need to be looking at because we definitely see these trends changing personal mobility.
Could we see, I know you're a motorcycle rider, could we see Ford developing two-wheeled vehicles going forward?
You know, we're going to be open to a lot of things in these experiments, and one of the things is they're going to be experiments. So we're going to learn just as much by failing in some of these small-scale experiments and succeeding. And motorcycles, who knows? Yeah, you're right, I love motorcycles, but I love cars too, and we build a lot of great cars right now.
Well, I know you talk about experiments. I noticed Ford kind of casting a really wide net and doing a lot of different things. Ownership sharing is one of the things you're doing, ride sharing services. You have experiments going on all over the world. Do you think this gives you a step ahead of your competitors?
I think so. We want to make sure that we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know where this is going 10, 20 years, but we want to make sure that we're exploring all these areas to see what resonates and something that we may want to go bigger scale in eventually.
We were talking earlier about the GT, and that was the car that stole the auto show in Detroit, the new GT. Yeah. But the 2005 GT was kind of the beginning of your experiment with carbon fiber and aluminum and learning how to put these kind of materials together, and kind of spawned the new F-150 in a way. Mm-hmm. Will we see that kind of supercar project using all these technologies as well?
Yeah, I mean, a big focus of that project is technology innovation. You're absolutely right about the 2005 GT, particularly in the use of aluminum. You see some of those learnings in the F-150 right now. So in areas of efficiency on the engine, 600 horsepower out of a 3.5-liter engine. Aerodynamics, obviously that vehicle you can see is designed in the wind tunnel. Lightweighting and the use of carbon fiber in particular, and what that may mean in higher mass market utilization of carbon fiber. All of those areas, it's really a technology showcase that is going to serve the entire Ford lineup.
I got to ask about the self-driving car because everyone's so fascinated with it. Google obviously has been focused on it, but they say they don't want to be a car manufacturer. They're looking for a partner in the automotive industry, and a board member over at Google, Al Mulally, you used to work for him. Do you meet with these guys? Do you meet with Alan and people at Google to maybe Volunteer Ford as their partner?
I don't think we've put it together like that, but Chris Urmson at Google leads that project, is one of the smartest guys I know, and we talk. I mean, the community that's working on autonomous vehicles is fairly small, so we all talk to each other, and they've got tremendous capability, and we're obviously working on our capabilities. So it's something the whole industry is working on right now.
When you forge the partnership, I'm going to be the one that breaks the story.